Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy DB here. Today, we're going to talk about a fragrance from a new company called KingdomFragrances.com and is ran by my boy Fragrance Fanatic. So if you do not know who he is, check out his YouTube channel. If you want cheap prices, then you come down to KingdomFragrances.com. Those links will be at the bottom. So stay tuned. I'm about to tell you what they sent. This is DB, and I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. So today, Kingdom Fragrances sent me a bottle of Dunhill Desire Extreme. So I'm not gonna lie, okay? I was really like expecting like a smaller bottle or a decant, but these guys really hooked it up. So I wanna thank you very much, Fragrance Fanatic, for taking the time to send this. I really do appreciate it. Now, this is my first Dunhill. I do have others in my collection. I was a dummy. I didn't see the hinge, so I tried to pop it off, and when I did, I about broke the thing. I didn't know it was like a Zippo lighter, you know what I mean? So let's get into what this smells like, guys. So I have to tell you, I'm pretty impressed by this. I have to admit, when it comes to cheapies, I'm hesitant. But as I said, I did not pay for this. It was sent to me by my boy Fragrance Fanatic and Kingdom Fragrances. Anyway, so this has got a very interesting thing. It has a something in it called blood orange, and that's really what I think it's got saffron in it too. There's the two things that I noticed dead off the top. Very extreme smell of it. It has some leather, patchouli, amber, and cardamom in it. Okay, this is not going to be your I'm going somewhere for an 8-hour fragrance. It's not going to work. So the projection was a solid 2 hours. It was a very loud projection. It projected very loud for me. I really enjoyed it. It was a little extreme, pardon the pun, but the truth simply being that it isn't extreme, so it did leave off that 2-hour projection. I really enjoyed the projection. The dry down, however, is very light on my skin anyway. On my shirt, I had an accident today, as y'all can see. It's a really deep scratch, but I have blood everywhere, so that's why I'm not wearing the shirt that I was wearing today. It has a blood spot up here. Got it on my shorts too. Anyhow, it is still on my shirt, and it's still loud and proud, and it's easily been over 12 hours. So on fabric, this is going to be top notch. But longevity wise, all in all, so I'll give you two versions of the longevity. My version of longevity is this was a 5-hour fragrance, period, on skin. I had to really get close up. I could still kind of smell it, but you got to be real close up. In the dry down, it was the same way, except I would be about here, about a foot from me. I could still smell it. So as long as I can do that, that's projection to me. But on clothes, I'm sorry, the other type projection, some people don't consider it a skin scent unless they have to sit here. Like right now, to other people, this is truly a skin scent. To me, if I have to put my nose up here, it's a skin scent. So it's a 6 to 7 hour fragrance, how other people see skin scents, and that is that you can put your nose up to it and still smell it. So either way, it's not an 8-hour fragrance, but nonetheless, man, what can you say when somebody gives you something except be grateful that you have it? And I absolutely am. I greatly appreciate it, especially for a small-time YouTuber like me, to have people sending free stuff, man, is, what else can you ask for? Even if it's something you've never had, even if it's a cheapie, nobody cares, man. It's the thought that counts. So I appreciate you, Fragrance Fanatic. Thank you very much. and kingdomfragrances.com for really hooking it up. So I got some things that I got in the mail. I want to shout somebody else out too if you stick with me for a second. So I went out to the mail today, and I was talking to a gentleman who owns myfragrancesamples.com, and it was really wasn't a good conversation to begin with. I felt like the guy who had bought off of him overpaid for his fragrances, and I kind of was like, man, you know, I guess in a way I kind of was rude. So he hit me up. We did have a talk, and it went well, and he understood, you know, I do give a lot away. I'm not bragging. Everybody knows I give a lot away. So he said, hey man, what's a fragrance you've been trying to, you know, try or sample for the longest time, man? Let me know. I'll send you one or two. So I hit him up with a couple. He said, awesome, man, I'll send them to you free of charge. I told him he didn't have to. He insisted. I greatly appreciate that. So he did not only send me 2, he sent me 5. So myfragrancesamples.com, guys, is where you need to go. I'm just going to tell you from just my personal experience and looking over the website, there are some things that are a little overpriced as far as decants go, but I'd say 70%, 80% of them on there are very reasonably priced. I'm just a cheaper guy when I sell mine, but some of them were just a little over the top. But this is what they come in, and it's legit juice. So what else can you ask for, right? And last but not least was my boy Mark Carter from Firehouse Fragrances. I am going to leave him tell you how he makes his special mixture called Valhalla. I do know it is Roja Elysium and Creed Viking, but if you go to his channel and ask him or hit him up on Facebook, he will tell you the exact measurements, how much to spray of one and spray of the other. But nonetheless, he sent me Roja Dove, Enigma, and Elysium and Viking. So man, you know, Mark, brother, you've always been good to me, man. You've always took care of me, man. I greatly appreciate it. You didn't have to, but being the kind guy that you are, that's what you do. And if I keep dropping them, I won't have them for very long. And that's just how Mark is. Mark's a good guy. He's always been a good guy. Me and Mark never started off the right way either. Mark came to my channel, saw a video, and he's like, wow, I totally should have not listened to other people and what other people say, but we've been saying that for a long time. So, guys, I appreciate you guys sliding by. I am actually going to go back to work tomorrow. They made me take off because I had a really bad headache. Why wouldn't I? But I'm glad you guys stopped by. I appreciate you giving me a good 10 minutes of your time. So I appreciate y'all. This is DB, and I just took you behind the nonsense. Y'all have a good night.